Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at the awesome breakout in Bitcoin that we are seeing in this session today. Tomorrow it's Monday, market is open, and this is it. That's the thing. This is the breakout we were waiting for. Can this session give us that? So let's talk about all of that in this video. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So Bitcoin, guys, is finally right now is breaking out above $89,000. Now, it's important that still we close this session above 89,000. Now, it will be a shame if Bitcoin, by the time market opens tomorrow and the session closes tomorrow, it will be a shame if Bitcoin closes below 89,000. And anyhow, if it gets below 88,000 again, like if this session gets below 88,000, we may then be breaking lower. Okay. But anyways, let's put that aside for now, because right now that's not what the price action is telling us. What price action is telling us right now is that we are shooting to the moon, my friends. We are shooting to the moon. All right. So what are the targets right now? So as we stay above $89,000, $94,000 and 200 is the next area. $94,200 technically. As we can break out above that, that will then open up the doors to $100,000. That's likely this week. I consider if we can, because I think there's a sentiment now, the new year and Bitcoin doing a breakout starting of this week. I think the sentiment may be building up. So anyways, we have to close this session above 89,000. It all comes down to that. And tomorrow, as if we can, I mean, the sooner we get to 94, if we can get to 94,000 within 2 days, which Bitcoin, once it moves, you know. If we can get to 94,000 within 2 days, by Friday, we can get to $100,000 because it's a breakout. Excuse me, sorry. It's a breakout after a good amount of consolidation at an important critical level of 89,000, which means momentum buyers gonna step in, short sellers gonna start covering their position. It's all gonna add in more buying momentum, and $100,000 is likely possibility. But hey, the session hasn't closed yet, so it all comes down to session closing. However, if you are trading it, it can still be traded to the upside, but stop loss has to be not just literally below 89,000, but if based on your risk tolerance, 88,145 is also fine, but the stop loss needs to be there. All right. So anyhow, I do consider technically looking at right now the price action, we may continue higher now. This is it. This is the breakout that we were waiting for. But as I said, we still have to close the session. Now, while I'm saying that, this lower moving trend line, guys, has served its purpose already. All right, so from here, we had multiple rejections here, but now we have gotten out with a breakout and $89,000 above. That trend line has served its purpose. So I'm going to get rid of it from our chart over here. We don't need it. And let's get to the weekly interval before we wrap up here. Now, I definitely, this thing, as I just said, 100,000 is a possibility, but step by step. So, 94,000 first, and then after that 100,000. As if we can take out 100,000, let's say whenever that is. I don't think it's gonna happen this week, but hey, it can happen. But anyways, if we even get to, when I say above 100,000, like I do consider if we can get to 94,000 within 2 days, 100,000 is possible by Friday. But breaking out above 100,000 is where I consider we may take it into the second week. All right, but provided we stay in this bullish structure, right? Now, 100,000 above is a sentiment shift around Bitcoin, full on. Even though 94,000 above, it's a good push up to 100,000. But 100,000 above is where we'll start testing 20 and 50 weeks moving average, which we'll be taking out if we get higher above that, which is like a complete, then, everyone is going to go crazy and bulls are going to be like, okay, we're going to 200,000 now. Anyways, let's see how high we can continue from here. I would say keep an eye, like once we get to 100,000, we have to be cautious because we might see a sort of possibility of formation of a lower high wherever that would be based on when we get to that timeline. But let's get to the first target there. But $100,000 I do consider would be a area where the last step of make or break would happen. But at least for now, for the near term, in the continuation, 94 and $100,000 technically are opened up as we continue to stay in this session and close this session above $89,000. Stop loss has to be there. Nothing is guaranteed in stock market, but price action right now is showing signs of strength to the upside. All right, guys, that's all I had for you in this video. And with that, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.